Hello everyone, how very good of you to join and welcome back to El Presidente to Tropico to, tuning in with the beautiful tunes of the Tropicans as we continue onwards, exporting a few more things here right away and also completing another trade route that is for iron. In that case here there was a very small export though, as we're still not really processing a lot. However, we have enough money with that so that we can finally afford something else now, and that is getting into beekeeping, because we do also have the mission now with our big drizzle to have production close by that is getting boosted. As we can see, big drizzle has a radius around that, so everything within that radius is being affected by the monument and is also in return affecting the monument. As we can also see, we need to provide manure to have its growth accelerated, and that is another thing that we should be doing. For now, let's start with the beekeepers. Another new production that we have with the DLC, and cultivates bees to produce sugar can be Sugar can be placed in areas with higher nature values to increase efficiency. Low nature values may reduce the efficiency. So let's go ahead, and as we can see around Big Brazil we have a nice nature greenery that is now working in, right? So this is also new, and as we can see, I mean around Big Brazil itself is looking rather fine, and then we also have a bit of a nature area over there, but of course we need to place it around Big Brazil for this quest. So let's start with that, and I'm probably just gonna have it somewhere here in the back of it so we can still add more if I need to. Alright, there's, by the way, another pirate attack coming in. Export trade route, very good, let's do this as well. We need to check it once again. The books and the meat are both not gonna be finished anytime soon, so it's stuff that we usually have as export. Coffee, for example, is something we can do, especially since we have now the there's 800 books, by the way, especially since we have now our coffee plantation over there working for us. So in that case, that should help us out. There's the pirate attack. They're just gonna strand on the palace. And also, by the way, raid-wise, we should look for more treasure hunts. I would like to do this right now. Planks and books. Books are very good. And then, we really don't have the best export trades here, though. Tobacco is something I could also do. Rum. Let's do the rum one. Even though it's not a bonus income, right? It's really just about the relationship. Books are quite valuable though, $10,000 on the income. Thank you very much for this. And off it goes again. Choo-choo. Now, what we also want to fix right now is some of my productions, as we can see, right? So, for example, the tannery here is empty of hides. So, input is empty. Now, we have hides here. We have hides here. What I think right now is that we're not having enough Teamster offices anymore. So that we have too much industry, so I'm gonna have another Teamster office now on the other side of the road, somewhere here, so we can push more transportation. It also counts for my printing house, paper and leather, right? So the leather is something that we actually have, but it's not being delivered over quickly enough. So it's a clear indication to me that we miss something here with transportation. Now there's another building that we also want to get going here right now, and that's the herbalist. And provides healthcare to visiting citizens. Visitors must be at least poor. Can be placed in areas with higher nature values to increase the efficiency of that. Let's go ahead and afford us one of these herbalists. And I'm gonna have this also then here by my big drizzle here in this corner, so that we can start with having this production up and running. The beekeeper theoretically is online now, but we don't have enough workforce. Has some bunch of upgrades there again, and the sweet nectar work mode right now. To be precise, it is actually honey, but Tropicans like to keep it simple, so they just call it sugar. The other one would be the bee and flower. If adjacent to at least one herbalist in the same work mode, increases the efficiency by 20%, but increases its upkeep. That's not bad at all. What means adjacency though? Because there's no radius around that, so we'll just see how it works out. We can always just move things around as well. The next Teamster office is ready. Let's increase its budget right away. And really, I need to check it. How's my job market looking, by the way? Yeah, we don't have any unemployed citizens anymore. I need more people in Tropico. So that means, let's go for my rating again. I'm gonna switch now to rescue, many. I don't care about education. So we're just gonna get some people in. Can we switch this around still? Very good. Care about this more right now as we need more people. Okay, so the efficiency bonus here works now. So we have 144 efficiency with the bee and flower together with the bee and flower here. So there's no indication to me what adjacency means, but at least if I deactivate this one, we do lose the efficiency. So it seems to be working. Oh, we finished the books trade route already?
The crown has received all of our books.
Well, you did the right thing, which is...
Yeah, that is a double increase of mandate time. Perfect. So we have 4 years again available. What makes this mission even harder for me right now is...
The royal nose is too fine for a smell as common as that of our books. Well, I can actually agree there. I always thought these things smelled funny.
And we should try producing books from another source, like coconuts maybe? They grow on trees, that almost makes them related. Probably does your hand good too, when you turn the pages. So, penultimo, what are your thoughts here? Research paper mill work mode, half the paper mill, we already have that. And we need to research the paper mill work mode. That's great because we already have the library, so we're producing research points. So I can now go ahead, we have 1000 points. And paper mill work mode, there it is, cost me 500. We can instantly finish this. By the way, there's also the employee of the month. I would like to get this in next. It's a very powerful one. And with that, we can switch now the paper mill to the Tropican way. Processes coconuts to produce paper. Let's activate this one. 12 months we need to keep it activated. We do have the coconut harvester over there producing coconuts for us. And they're being transported now to the paper mill. Let's just hope it works out though, right? Because coconut is not something we have in high volume. We'll just see. Oh, wait a second. Trade route. Do this. And meat, rum, coffee we have right now. All of them are processing fine. Meat is probably going to be finished soon. Coconut we're not going to export right now. There's gold, very low volume. I think this is the safest bet of doing this right away. Also going to have me another sugar plantation over here. The fertility is fine for it. And we need it because I need to produce more sugar. And yeah, there's the ladder once again missing. Is that serious? I mean... Could use the manure fertilizer, increases efficiency of nearby plantations by 10%, and the ranch produces manure in addition. We don't need this anyway. Research employee of the month has been completed. Let's go ahead and activate this one right away. Employees of mines and industrial buildings work double shifts as long as this edict is activated. Loving that. And we have finished the coconut processing one, so this gives me once again mandate time. And we can now switch it back again, please. So we process logs instead of coconuts. And there's another extension. Holy cow, we got 5 years now available again. So for a change, I could take the money reward now out of this. Another rescue mission successfully completed. We get 10 revolutionary immigrants, and we're pushing towards 300 people now living in Tropico. Another trade route completed with 17,000 on the export, leading to $32,000 that we have right now. That's a lot of juicy money that we can use for our own good. What did we finish? We finished the planks one. Plank is very profitable for us. Unfortunately, there's no renewed one. We got the gold, the books, the meat, a bit of coffee. I'm gonna keep the coffee on low volume as I'm expecting the next mandate quest again soon. And there it is already. Next in line, I would like to go ahead now and get me the upgrade here. So you basically have two options here. Either work mode for pasture prohibition. This decreases the efficiency of the ranch by 15%, but we produce manure. We can also go ahead and make the manure fertilizer. Increases the efficiency of plantations by 10%. And also it produces manure as if the pasture prohibition work mode would be activated for only $500, right? So that's nothing basically. And with that we can now produce manure without the penalty that comes with the work mode. There it is. And manure is something that we need for our big Brazil, right? Because we want to start growing that tree. And this tree is also very popular amongst the Tropicans. So lots of visitors we have. And they're getting relaxation out of that. It's also time to have a look at my overall happiness ratings. So fun is not very good. Healthcare is super bad right now. housing is also not the best. So if I work on these, we should get happiness up, and I would like to do this now. We do already have the herbalist hut that is working as well for healthcare, but of course that's not enough. So we could have a second one, and as we can see, we got a nice nature over there in this area where we can have a second one. So here I probably would like to have another herbalist for people to visit. I'm gonna use this one just as this over here to get me that healthcare bonus for these people here. Also, well, when it comes to housing, we have the lowest budget of housing right now. Increasing the budget will increase the housing quality. Yeah, 10 more revolutionary immigrants. Thank you very much. On top of that, I would like to do one thing, and that is building me a circus now. So it's a relatively cheap building that gives you lots of bonuses though, and that is some fun that you can get. So let's have the circus a bit further outside here. Unfortunately, it does not, you know, adjust to the roads properly, so you'll have to get it done somehow like this, right? So you can only move it between tiles, unfortunately, and not within a tile as well. This would be ideal for this, but yeah. We've breached 300 people. Still not really looking like a city, right? I wait for the World War before we restructure it all. Gonna work on some additional housing again, so we're gonna have 2 bunkhouses out here because there's work spots that we need, and then also 2 more here. By the way, also manure is coming in. It's been consumed instantly in the tree, and it's essentially now making it possible in here for us to grow this one. Also, we got some upgrades. Root of Nature. Focus on the nature overlay, adding effects and making buildings within the area affected by nature. Doubles the effect of trees on nature in the area. Okay, 5,000. Gonna get this one. It's part of the mission, and with that we also have grown a bit, as we can see. The beautiful red sapling tree. Okay, that next raid attack is pretty severe. It's 2 forces now, so unfortunately I will need to add another guard tower now to this area. Gonna quickly finish this one. It's costing me a lot, unfortunately. 21,000 export. Hooray! That's a lot of coin. And they're attacking already my rum distillery. How dare they? Okay, we finished the next points here. Beekeeper, 175 efficiency, and the herbalist, 175 efficiency. Next, he wants me to build some tree houses and also have the pasture prohibition working at least in one of them for a full year. Let's do this. Tree houses? What is that? That's a new building that we have. A tree house, a low quality residential building for 5 households. The tenants must be poor, can be placed in areas with higher nature value. So let's just check it out. We can build it here right away, as we do have some beautiful nature around Big Drizzle. So let's have 2 of them working here at the edge of town. And there it is already. What a beautiful building. Fantastic. A tree house. People can live here now. Enjoy the view of Big Drizzle, of their local honey, and also the local herbalist, while going to work at the local plantation, I guess. Totally in line with nature. And yeah, we can increase its budget. I'm not doing this just yet, but it's fine, right? It's probably not giving me that much money. Monthly income is at 30 right now. Yeah, it looks like it's actually making us money. Okay, we need to increase the nature value of the surrounding area here for the housing efficiency to go up for this, right? So we're gonna place some trees here. And with that, we are housing quality 53. Still needs to be more, so we can also... This is just beauty. This is not giving me anything. There's decorations though. That's a new type of ornaments that you can have. And here we can place now benches, but nothing that really improves my nature value. I'm actually gonna move the plantation here, so that we have a bit more room here, and hopefully increase its housing quality, because we need to reach housing quality 65 on a treehouse. The thing is though, this is now in the major nature zone, so this is really as high as it can be, right? Looking at my overlay for nature. It's in the green area, so this should be fine. The budget is on the highest level, but there's still... I'm still not there. Let's build big trees. Ooh. Okay. Do it more expensive? Didn't change a thing. It's stuck at 53 right now. Okay, let's just see how we can make this work now. Forest of the Nature Treehouse. Reduces housing quality by 20, but increases it by 5 at base efficiency for each adjacent treehouse. Let's go ahead and activate this one. This immediately reduces the housing quality now to 26. However, for every adjacent one, we get a bonus out of it. Okay, so let's just try this out. A treehouse cost me 1,000, so this is easy, right? This is something we can now spam here. This is gonna have me some 5 additional ones right now. And of course, we should also make sure that we have the trees surrounding them. Get the nature bonus. There you go. So now this is working. Those are the tree houses of Tropico, and they will hopefully do the job here. Okay, before I continue with the tree houses, we really need to get the pirate problem under control. It's spiraling out of control. We have so many pirates. There's a pirate force. There are pirate forces up here. Move the... Also, my chapel has been destroyed. And there's another pirate ship coming in already. What is going on? We have $17,000. So I'm considering building me a fort now. This will cost me $6,000 in total. But we need it, right? We need something to protect us. And this is the entry point for all pirates. So I will just have my fort somewhere here by the beach. We could also have it up here, by the way. This would make more sense, I guess. Right? So it can protect us. As a location, it makes more sense to have the fort here somewhere. So let's build it. And I'm not going to instantly build it. It's too expensive for that. But we need more soldiers. We need proper defenses. Okay, how's it looking over there? We lost the tannery. This is expensive. The tannery costs 6,000. This is for real. It does. Okay, 70,000 as export. That's great news though. Coffee and books is still available. Next in line, gold is definitely gonna be a nice one. We also have paper, rum. There you go. That's my go-to usually. And the gold just a tiny volume so that we finish it for the quest. There's the next attack coming in, and look at that. It's a lot of them. It's not the whopping 3 anymore that we had. It's tripled at this point for every wave of pirates coming in. Let's move the guard towers quickly again. They have finished destroying them over there. So I do have 2 guard towers now here, protecting us hopefully somehow. But we need the fort. We need infantry squads. Right, so there's the next attack. It's pretty massive. It's 2 pirate attacks. 2 waves. Okay, they're attacking, but they're going other ways, it seems. Okay, they're attacking my rum distillery right away. How dare they? So this is something that where you really need to have something like a fort, right? Because my guards, my towers cannot reach this position there. Already taking care of these guys here now. Now we can take them. Okay. Getting out of control here. 6,000 for the tannery is crazy. Rebuild the ranch. Okay, I think all the buildings are active again. Gold has been finished. About the wrenches, I'm gonna also get me a crocodile wrench now in. We need it because I am out of leather constantly, right? So the tanneries is not really doing that much good for us. So let's have also some wrenches up here. Let's make 2 of them. So that we produce leather. These are crocodile wrenches now, right? So they're just focusing on leather. I'm really surprised by how difficult this scenario is so far. Especially since all these nature buildings you're building, especially also big resale, they're not making you any money, right? They cost you a lot of money, in fact. The same goes with all the decorations and the tree houses. It's a lot of money, and the constant pirate attacks really hurt us at this point. Okay, so that's done, that's done. These are rebuilding now. The fort will be important for us. And the ladder will be important. We can actually finish this one instantly, those two. And let's also make this road completed over here. And then I might also go for some bunkhouses here close to the ranch. Quickly finish this. And I'm increasing the budget. And now we're producing flat out leather out of this, right? Out of crocodiles. Can we see them? There they are. Beautiful. Next in line, let's focus again on the tree houses real quick, because we have now the final mission here, right? So once we finish this, we can advance to the world wars, and we should do this. And we need to have treehouse with a quality of 65. Now that's tricky because the budget is at the maximum and it's only at 35, right? So it should be higher. It's 45 here, despite having also the highest. Wait a second, we should have the highest nature here. Yeah, it's the highest nature level 2. So this is not working out for us right now. There's also no more upgrades we can do to increase its efficiency. So there's one more thing that we can do, and that is the work mode. Forest of tree houses. Reduces the housing quality by 20, but increases it by 5 at base efficiency for each adjacent direct tree house. They need to be directly adjacent to it. So what we'll need to do here is those tree houses don't need, as far as I'm concerned, a road, right? The beekeeper needs a road, but that's it. These guys here don't. So what I can do now is, we're gonna move them so that we have them all clumped together, right? So I need to make a bit more space here. Okay, so now we have them clumped together with the forest of the treehouse. This raises the housing quality to 70 now, and this also finishes the quest. Very good.
This was rather a success, if I may say so myself. The tree is flourishing. The scent of the herbs, the buzzing of the bees, a scream from someone falling out of his treehouse. Ah, nature. My heart swells with joy as I greet my fearless leader for the first time as El Presidente.
Okay. But in this hazard period of our fledgling nation to take flight from the colonial nest, it is time of wars and sequels to wars, a time to fortify, to think about electrification and industry, and to train doctors to fix the health problems caused by that industry. There is much to be done. Alright, so first of all, we need to get our constitution now going. There's two things we need to be very careful here. First of all, of course, I'm going with all citizens usually, but for the armed forces, what we have here is, you know, we are a tree hugger nation. Okay, I grant that. It's a pacifist state that ideally I would go for. The problem with the pacifist state is it disables all military buildings. I can't have that. I don't care about rebels at this point, but these pirate attacks, they won't go away, I think. So I'm gonna with the militia for now. Soldiers require no education. In case of military conflicts, each barrack will provide one military squad. Let's go ahead and get this one done for now.
Presidente. I am here as a representative of Tropico's nature in general, and our beautiful tree in particular. I have hugged it several times, and we already share a deep spiritual relationship.
The tree has spoken to me, and it is in need of some proper nourishment in order to grow. Breathe in the pungent air of fresh manure, loads of it. Oh, stop being so dramatic.
Presidente, these are impossible working conditions, and this is me saying this. This spiritual mumbo-jumbo has a bad influence on our loyal Tropicans. Suddenly, they're interested in fun and faith. Exactly the tree-hugging, spiritual fun kind of experiences she preaches about.
Okay, he's not happy about that. Don't be such a downer, Penultimo. Sitting at $38,000 right now, we're exporting. Now we are in a new era. You can see this right away because we have now finally paved roads. Hooray! Big progress that is. The problem though is now that my goods are not as valuable anymore as they used to be. The problem also is that everything we build now is more expensive, the wages increase, stuff like that. So we need to urgently work on new industries.
This tree keeps growing. And though desperate times require desperate measures, I refuse to hug a tree. But a little spiritual support would certainly help the economy.
Alright, we shall build a charcoal burner. For trees, it has the same effect as the Holy Sacrament, you know? A little bit of cannibalism, never hurt anyone. Or it's incense. That sounds better in the papers. Penultimo does not disappoint me so far. Okay, first industry I would like to really get going is the shipyard, of course. 5,000 for the blueprint and then 10,000 to build it. We have the money. It's an investment that's going to be absolutely worth it. And let's have it here by my docks right away as well. And this one here, we can now use the planks. So far, we have exported the planks to the world, right? And that is laughable in comparison to producing boats with that. Right, and exporting boats then to the world. That is way more profitable. Look at the paper we have, 4,000. That's because my printing house is not working all the time. Where's the ladder? There's the ladder. It's being produced in my crocodile farms. But it's still not enough, it seems. And we might need... Yeah, we can now go for the second shift, finally. 2,500, let's do this for one of them. This doubles my teamsters now. And they also will... you know, deliver then more resources back and forth. 11,000 so far, that's great. The shipyard is not the only thing though that I want as a new industry. Also, finally, the fort has been finished. We have a militia squad. That means I don't need that many guard towers anymore. We have those two going, right? I can probably delete at least one of them. One of them I'm still going to move around just in case, but it's not really necessary anymore. I'm going to reduce the budget for these guys too, because it's not really something I need constantly as long as we have the workforce going for that. So I can now say engage the attacker whenever there's an attack, or defend the buildings. I'd rather go with defend the building because we can also then move in the guard tower, right? But since they need to pass through this area, it's gonna be hard for attackers anyway at this point now to get past the fort anyway. Okay, 18,000 we have again. Next in line for the new era is, of course, our reputation has changed. Now all the crown trade routes are gone. And we have new powers. We have the US now, with the allies. We have the Axis. And we do have the smugglers. And Mexico and Venezuela. Right, so we are starting with 0 reputation with them. So that means my trade prices are down the drain. So we start again. 5% increase here with the books is fine. It's a low volume, so we can do this easily. The reason for this is why we want to go with the low volume is that we finish this trade route faster then, and this increases our reputation with them faster, right? And every time we finish a trade route, the prices will increase over time. So boats is another thing that we can go with. Let's go with low volume here. Then we have corn, cotton, rubber steel we're not producing yet. Tobacco we're producing, but the low volume is just out of the question. So I'm gonna go with those two for now. Let's wait for the shipyard here to finish. That's gonna be a massive boost to my economy, hopefully. And we also have the oil well now. Do we have oil? Check it out real quick. No, there's no oil. Nowhere to be seen. Oil. Okay, that's bad. For mines.
Everyone has to do their bit for the
yeah, except allies into it. Do we have any new deposits? Aluminum? Nothing. Uranium? Nothing. And nickel. Oh, nickel. Right where we have Yggdrasil. Is that a joke? Okay. Yeah, this is not getting easier so far. Okay, no oil wells, no additional mining we can do. I could go for the steel mill now. Cannery. So fish, we can process that into canned goods. Makes sense, of course. And depending how many planks we have, and boy, we have a lot of planks, honestly. I could also just make a second shipyard. Would also make sense. We also have a lot of sugar in, right? So the rum distillery can't process all the sugar that we have so far. So building a second rum distillery is probably my goal to here. Don't forget, we are producing sugar now too because of the beekeepers that we have, right? So that's 2 of them. And that means I can process a lot of sugar now into rum. So rum is still very profitable for this era. Though we don't have a rum trade, unfortunately. Lots of export, look at that. 6,000 planks. No way. 40,000 export. Now the shipyard is working. Let's increase efficiency right away. And let's also get the... Oh, that's 7,000 though. I'm not doing this just yet. But that's a lot of planks. Look at that. Boats are being produced now. We might really consider a second shipyard since we have so many planks. 3,000 planks. We're producing a lot of logs, right? Yeah, let's build a second shipyard. That's going to be great for money. It's like printing money if you have the planks, that is. Other side. First trade route finished. The books increases our reputation. Look at that. Now we have 10%. Paper, sugar, tobacco. Okay, tobacco is something we can do. It's a low volume one, so that's something that's fine. We still have 2 trade routes available. Coal, cotton, meat, paper. Let's go ahead. Nah, that's just too much though. I need to wait. At least the next rum distillery is about to be finished. Our tree continues to process manure. We need to produce more manure now, also to accelerate its growth then, right? Also got another work mode available now, but that's something I think we still need to research. So far so good. World War era it is. This is a really, really challenging scenario so far, but I like it. I like it a lot. New industry is now starting. The second shipyard is about to be finished. There you go. And yeah, we're looking towards a prosperous future, hopefully financially. And we'll just see how the new mechanics kick in. There's a whole bunch of new industries now. Also, I would finally like to restructure the city now and make the core city here and my core processing industry here by the docks. It makes more sense to me like that. For this, we need to save some money so we can relocate a whole bunch of buildings and then continue onwards in Tropico. Return to Nature DLC. I'm enjoying this. I hope you do too. Don't forget to leave a like behind. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.